Today on Larry King Now, Castle's Nathan Fillion on the future of Castle. How long do you think it's going to go on?
An excellent question that I haven't had to boil down a decision just yet, but that time is coming.
On working with Joss Whedon.
My rule is when Joss Whedon calls you and says, hey, we have this thing we're thinking about doing, just say yes.
Plus.
Is that
a hairpiece?
No, sir. But it does look like one, right?
How do you do that?
You wiggle it back and forth, one of those, right? Pull it back, push it forward. There we go. All straight.
You're putting me on.
Yes, sir.
It's all next on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. Our special guest is Nathan Fillion. You've seen him on your TV and movie screens in such projects as Firefly, Desperate Housewives, Monsters University, Waitress, and in Joss Whedon's Much Ado About Nothing. He's currently in his 7th season, playing the title character Richard Castle on ABC's successful Castle that airs Monday nights at 10 p.m. Before we do anything else, I hear that you do a great impression of me. You've done it on Kevin Pollak's show. Kevin and I are old friends.
No excuses here, but a disclaimer, that was my first ever Larry King impression.
Try it again.
Let me see what I can do for you. The White House, home to the nation's most powerful men. When I stayed in the Lincoln bedroom, it was the bedroom.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, why has Castle hit such a chord with so many people? Do you think?
Excellent question. If I knew the answer to that, I'd be probably a high-paid television executive. We've mulled it over a lot. I think there's a number of reasons. One is we don't take ourselves terribly seriously. But I think the most important thing is timing. I think it's one of the only breaths of fresh air in a realm of cop dramas that are very intense and very graphic.
Breath of fresh air, how?
Well, in that it's far lighter fare. It's far lighter fare. We do take the opportunity to be. We're very self-deprecating on the show. We enjoy being self-deprecating.
Is there a lot of you in Castle?
Absolutely. My brother is fond of saying, "Is it fair to be paid to work if you're really just being yourself?"
The concept of you and Kate Beckett. Are you getting married now?
We are now married. Oh, I had a ring on earlier. We're now married. We are now married on the show. That thing about will they or won't they, the curse, if they get together, will it continue? I think we've pulled through. It's
Should fans be scared that this means it's coming to an end?
That was always my fear, and yet I'm still employed, and we're still going to work, and we're still doing well.
How'd you get the script? How did it come to you?
I had a stack of scripts. ABC sent me a stack of scripts saying, take a look at these shows. Castle, for no reason, was at the very bottom of the pile. I remember saying to my friend at the time, I was just reading it. I said to my friend, I said, I think it was on page 15 or 16 of this script, and I said, I'm going to read this to you, and you tell me if you don't think this would be a lot of fun to do. And then I had a meeting with the producers where I told them flat out, stop looking. I'm the guy. I'm who you're looking for. This is me. I can do this.
Did you think it would be a hit?
Good question. If you were to look at my IMDb page, you'd see a long list of failures. I can only cross my fingers and get involved in projects that appeal to me, and then just hope for the best. So
7 years of doing it over and over, does it ever get stale?
It can. It is a bit of a machine. We have to produce something. It has to come out fast. By comparison, though, my very first job was a soap opera. We were doing a 44-minute program every day. That is a machine. So we do slow down a bit.
You shoot in 8 days?
We do an 8-day shoot, yes, we do.
Your contract's up at the end of the year. How long do you think it's going to go on?
An excellent question that I haven't had to boil down a decision just yet, but that time is coming.
Is it up to you or them? I mean, if they continue, will you continue?
An excellent question. There's a lot more to it, I'm finding. This is the first time I've ever been in this position. It's
nice position.
Yeah, a very nice position, and fun and flattering and wonderful. I'm just glad that people are watching.
Your co-star, Stana Katic, is it?
Yes.
Said, I don't think that a show should overstay its welcome. If the character is complete, if there is nowhere else to go creatively, I think it's better to stop when you're on top. Agree?
I've always liked that idea. I think the English do that best, where they'll say, here's 2 seasons of a show, they're fantastic, that's all you get. Their shows don't really have a chance to dwindle and die. I would hate to do that. I would hate for that to happen. In
some interviews, you've mentioned your mom, who has said that you're a geek and your advantage is you look mainstream.
Yes.
Is that true?
I would say that is true. Yes,
How are you a geek?
I'm still a fan of comic books. I have all my life. I learned to read by gleaning meaning from comic books, Archie comic books, Richie Rich, I remember. Later on into the Marvel and the DC, the superhero stuff. That's where I got my sense of justice. When you come to my house, in the umbrella stand are a couple of lightsabers. I enjoy the toys. I'm a fan of the stuff.
Married?
If it's sci-fi, I'm unmarried. So thank God no one has to...
So you've not grown up yet?
I haven't had the chance.
Did you like Jughead?
He was a fave. He was a favorite of mine. I was also a fan of burgers.
Are you part of the geek revolution?
Is there a revolution?
The geeks and nerds are now in.
It's become mainstream. No one has to be ashamed of their geekdom now. You see these wonderful things. I blame the internet.
Why?
Because now these people aren't alone in their fandoms. Now they can get online and connect with other people. You can like something very, very, very specific and go out there and find thousands of people who are into the very same.
And there we learn there are many, many, many geeks, right?
There are.
Nathan discusses Firefly's brown coat followers and his relationship with Joss Whedon next. You're watching Larry King Now. Our special guest is Nathan Fillion. I heard that you love the TV show The Walking Dead.
I sure do.
Would you want to be on that show?
The only problem with being on the show is pulling back that curtain and seeing the inner workings of it. I really enjoy the illusion, being able to enjoy the characters. And
you don't want to know too much.
I don't want to know too much, and I don't want to see the inner workings. I don't want to... I like the veil. Keep the veil, keep the magic, keep transporting.
I've had lots of guests on from that show. I have never seen it. Tell me why I would like it.
I'm a big fan of the what would happen if. So this is post-apocalyptic kind of, there's zombies out there. It's very interesting to me how those extreme circumstances affect different people in very different ways. And it's very, very intense, and things are kind of boiled down to life or death, so the stakes are always quite high.
Maybe you do a guest shot.
Maybe
we'll get you one off this show.
Well, let's hope.
You've been working with Joss for over 10 years, starting with Firefly. What's so great about him?
What's so great about Joss Whedon?
Like, what's your working relationship?
You know what's great is, and I always say this about Joss, he's an incredibly intelligent man who doesn't make you feel stupid when you're around him. And that's something I appreciate a lot, because I'm not the brightest guy. He obviously knows what he's doing. I'll come up with an idea. Hey, what if I did this or this? Would this be great? He's the guy who says, that's a great idea. Or we could do, and then gives you a brilliant idea.
What do you think of the Avengers?
Very happy.
That's the sequel, right?
Very happy. Yeah, the Avengers 2 about to come out. I'm very excited about that.
Are we going to see you in Avengers films?
I will not be in Avengers 2, that's for sure.
You're the voice of the Green Lantern, right?
Yeah, I do voice for some animated shows. I do, yeah.
And that's a continuation of comic book life for you, right?
It is. It's nice that these things that I was a fan of since I was a kid, now I get to have a little piece of them. I get to participate.
You like doing voiceovers?
It's easy work.
The easiest.
It's easy.
Firefly was canceled, right, after 11 episodes?
It was, very short-lived.
Back 12 years ago.
Yes, indeed.
Why does it stay around?
Excellent question. I feel it's because, it was a very good show. It was really well done. It had wonderful people with that show from top to bottom. The crew was amazing. The writers fantastic. And that cast, I'm still friends with all of them. I enjoy them all immensely.
Is it considered a failure?
Good question. I don't know if that's because it's considered canceled. That's for sure. But the thing is, fans from Firefly never go away.
Why did it get canceled?
We were a Friday night, 8 o'clock time slot. It's a very tough time slot. We were preempted a lot for sports. Timing. Again, timing. It wasn't because the show was bad. And new fans keep coming all the time. So
why are they called brown coats?
Brown coats refers to the soldiers that fought in the revolution in the show. They fought a losing war, so the brown coats.
Do you think if they brought it back, it would be a hit?
If they brought it back now, with all of us 10 years older, 12 years older. I'll tell you this. Back then, I was very willing to do my own stunts. Not so much anymore, that's for sure.
Video game was announced this summer. You going to be part of it?
Which game is announced?
The Firefly.
Oh, yes. I'm definitely going to be a part of that. Absolutely. I've been doing some recordings just recently, actually.
You were on the last season of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yes, I was.
What were you on that?
I was Caleb. I was an evil priest with supernatural powers.
What kind of set does Joss run?
Fun. People are there because they want to be there. He picks the best people. The people he wants to be around is the people he picks. If you're on a Joss Whedon program, it's because you're talented and good in some way.
Where are you from, Nathan?
I'm Canadian. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta.
Edmonton, the Oilers.
Yeah.
Did you always want to act?
I didn't discover acting until I was about 18. And until that time, there was nothing that really held my interest that I was...
You were out of high school?
I was, yes, out of high school into college, and I started acting with some success. There's a wonderful theater community in Edmonton, that very supportive, incredible community. Both the
if you hadn't thought about it, what drew you to it?
What drew me to it?
What did you think you wanted to be?
I come from a family of teachers. I thought teaching would be my thing, and I was 3 months away from a degree when I finally got that job in New York. But the risk, the adrenaline rush, being up on stage, something could go wrong at any point in time. Jumping out of a plane, too much adrenaline for Nathan. Being on stage, just enough.
Did you start in theater?
I started in theater, yeah.
Prefer it?
A lot of rehearsal, very little actual show time, and you can only entertain a theater worth of people at a time. For me, I like entertaining masses.
But with theater, once the curtain opens, it's not the director's art anymore.
Right.
It's yours.
Yeah.
To get audience reaction, you begin at the beginning and end at the end. It opens at 8 and closes at 9:45 or whenever, right?
True enough.
So you don't have cut, do that again.
Yeah. Less control on that side, more control on your side, absolutely.
So I would imagine if I were an actor, I would prefer that.
It's a lot of responsibility, too. It's a lot of responsibility. That could shake me sometimes.
When you're playing someone like Castle all the time, does it ever become another day, another job?
I try to avoid that. You know what's great is because our show is popular, when we have guest stars on the show, typically they or someone they know are fans of the show. We have visitors come to set, charity winners, Make-A-Wish kids come to the show all the time. It's very nice to see it through fresh eyes. So that always re-energizes and invigorates the crew again and the cast as well.
Shooting in 7 days, Peter Falk used to say, doing a television series isn't getting it great, it's getting it done.
That can be said. That can be said. You are on a schedule. There is a product that you have to make. It is a machine. You have to respect that machine.
We'll chat about Nathan's childhood, a little internet mini-series you may have heard of called Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog. That's when we get back.